So there are clearly at least two cases, but they're set for writ hearing, which predate this CO. There are then cases, and so that council knows what I did is I took the earliest case number of the other ones, asked for that filing date, which was September 23rd, which would seem to be after the revocation of the COs. But I don't know that for sure. But the rent that's owed maybe prior to that point.
Correct.
Okay. Because nobody could make it easy. All right. So the folks that are out there waiting, listening to me go on dry trap. Is there anyone who is here on any of the Arbor One cases that are left here that does not wish to be represented or seek the advice of an attorney? If you don't want to do that, raise your hand. There are no hands raised. So now, Ms. Maskell, here's going to be my problem. My problem is I understand capacity, but these are all going to track along, and I don't know where we're going to find the attorneys who represent these folks if you don't have them.
That is continually a problem, Your Honor. At the very least, we are willing to help all eligible people with pro per assistance to preserve their claims and understand their legal rights, but I don't think there's any way we can represent 35 or however many remaining cases there are.
Okay.
Although we do make miracles happen all the time, so you never know.
Well, is Michigan Clinic available?
We are probably coming back soon. I don't know.
They ought to be back.
Your Honor, just to answer that question, Todd Ryan from the prosecutor's office. I spoke with David Santacroce earlier today.
You're from where?
The prosecutor's office?
Our prosecutor's office?
Yes.
Why in the heck are you here?
We have Civil Consumer Protection Authority.
Oh my goodness. So now I'm gonna have prosecutors. Jeez, oh Pete almighty.
So
Yeah.
Professor Santacroce will be back in 2 weeks when the students are back. The students return about 10 days.
And what's that mean? So they're not gonna be here for 2 weeks.
At least, I'm not.
And then they're gonna have to gear up and okay, thank you. Well,
Your Honor, we did
the prosecutor's office has attorneys.
they'd have plenty of them.
That's what I'm thinking. All right.
We did Sycamore with them assisting with the pro pers, representing a few, but assisting with the pro pers, and we got through about 25 cases that way. It worked. It was a little cumbersome, but we got through it. So
no, I hear what it is, but anybody that would want to be, here's the way I'm viewing it. Anybody that would want to have the advice of counsel and be represented by an attorney should have that ability under the statute. So whoever wants to, that's fine. But I just need to figure out where we're going to find the people to do that. Or the litigants to do that. Okay. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is this. Ultimately, do we want to try to handle this like we did the last time where you guys were able to take at least intake information, deal with it, try to sort it out and do that, and then figure out from that perspective? I mean, you guys had done something at the library and then came here, but there was also the ability to do it here. So I don't know how you want to try to do that.
We have floated a few ideas, Your Honor. There is a mobile unit. I believe that is with the Sheriff's Department that's going to make itself available on site next week to
Here?
on site at our request. So
Okay.
we spoke with Judge Jackson about trying to coordinate and be available in that capacity. We're also here, and I can say after, we've got a form where people can, you know, scan a QR code and give us their information quickly without having to take up a lot of the first time when it gets time. So I think through those methods, that will be a good way for us to communicate with people and kind of proceed. I think it would be beneficial to hear these cases not on Friday when you have more time on your docket, Your Honor.
Excuse me, when is that? Anyway, never mind.
Tuesdays. But the other thing the court might be interested to know is I believe that there are other inspections scheduled. And so I don't know if you would want to wait until those happen or how the court would want to proceed in that regard. So I think
What-
that all of the buildings that we've already looked at.
Well, what's that mean? I don't know what that means.
Mr. Myers may be able to elaborate.
I believe the last inspection on the last building would be at the very end of this month. For the second inspection. So we've already inspected every building, every unit.
That's
We're
what,
going back a second time and re-inspecting right now.
okay, so let me ask this. If you go back and do the reinspection, could it be a circumstance where the CEO is reinstated?
They would have to do a lot of work prior to that. I would say it might not be as likely.
Okay, it's not likely, but it's possible that that could happen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't seen any progress in the most recent 5 inspections, so.
Okay.
We would probably take issue with that, Your Honor, to say the least.
Well, I'm not here
We're
to,
not going to litigate that today.
look, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of how I'm gonna try to deal with this. All right. But those don't occur till the end of the month,
They're happening Mondays and Tuesdays this next week, every week until.
every week, Mondays to, okay. Okay. All right. So I think what I would like to do is this. I think I would like to adjourn these out. Hold on. And
Yeah.
come here for a moment. How many do I have on the 20?
I'd have to look. I don't think we've put more than like 5 or 6. You want
Oh,
to decide to check?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you indicated that Mr. Santacroce said they'd be back in 2 weeks?
Yes, Your Honor.
36 exactly.
Okay. All right. So what I'd like to have happen is this, so that everybody who's here can be heard. Is I'd first of all like to adjourn these matters out to January 28th. That's a Tuesday, 25. And I'd put those at 10 o'clock because I do have some things already currently set at 9. Then in each one of these files, because of the adjournment of them, I am going to issue an escrow order, and I'm going to try to make it as simple as I possibly can. Today is the 10th. So the escrow order will reflect 2/3 of January rent, and then the monthly rent going forward. And then what I would like also to have happen is if legal services is available, if I had the other courtroom, I'd just give you that other courtroom to see folks, but I don't. Is A available?
I can see if you're wrong with afternoon rates.
Okay. Or better yet, well, they can do that or the JAR.
Yeah.
Huh?
Can I run down there and see?
Yep, the JAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was intending upon doing is at least giving you space to be able to see folks, either courtroom A or our jury assembly room, if that's available. So if I do that, and folks, so that you understand what I'm doing, I'm trying to find a space where the folks from legal services can at least get information, do whatever they're going to potentially do, so that none of you will be left without an attorney. Some of that information may be able to be turned over to the University of Michigan Legal Clinic so that you can have representation, however you see fit to have that. Okay. So as soon as I have that information, we'll be able to deal with that.
Your Honor, regarding January escrow, if someone paid escrow to the city already for.
I want that turned over to the court.
Okay.
I think it's going to get messy if I've got it all over the place. It's going to get just messy.
I have one final point. I don't know that we're officially on the record, Your Honor, but the ordinance does say that a lack of COC is complete defense to not paying the right cases.
I understand that's been litigated before me. I will order escrow. You can raise that defense, and then I will make my determination. Ms. Masco, it's the same thing legal services brought up the last time. I've ruled on it before. If you want to put it on the record, you can put it on the record, but I know exactly where I'm headed with it.
My only question, Your Honor, is would the court consider having escrow begin when COC but put back?
I'm going to order escrow now. I could solve that out. I do not see ordering escrow now as anything that is in contravention of that ordinance at all. The order ultimately is the disbursement may be the big fight, but the ordering of escrow can be ordered under the court rule, and I'm ordering it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is there anything else? All right.
I have some other files that are non-COC related.
For Arbor One,
Yes,
which
I've got there's a termination case.
well, okay,
But
but
it's not a money case. It's not a rent case.
right, but the thing is, the basis of the termination is
Help the damage to the unit.
okay. I am going to be
Some of them, Your Honor, are non-renewal cases.
There's a few left that aren't.
well. Okay. Here's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do anything on any of these cases till the 28th, so I can get a clear picture. I mean, I get the point, but I'm not going to.
It's your court.
Huh?
It's your court.
You know, and it's funny because some people don't recognize that. Thank you, though. Okay, folks, anyone out there, and now I realize that you're unrepresented, but I'm adjourning everything to January 28th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Do any of you have any questions regarding it? I'm also ordering in all of the cases that you will pay escrow.
And there's the answer. No Section 8, no housing vouchers, no rental assistance, which means Tasha is completely exposed here. If you've got Section 8 or state rental aid, sometimes you can delay or even block an eviction because funding eventually comes in. Without it, the only thing between you and homelessness is your ability to pull together the cash. That's the brutal reality.
To the court that has to be paid in cash, that would be based upon your monthly rent, the base monthly rent charge. For January, because I'm ordering it prospectively, it's going to equate to 2/3 of January rent would need to be paid in. And then if this proceeds into February, you'd have to pay your February rent to the court on the date that rent is ordinarily due. Okay? Do any of you, because only one of you I think is technically represented at this point, do any of you have any questions for the court that I might be able to answer, at least procedurally, as to what we're going to be doing? I knew there had to be one. Yeah, go ahead. Pardon?
Your son is not about to do it, it's about to pay your rent back. Give him pay rent.
It's not about paying rent?
No, I paid the rent, I paid the tax bill, that's what I'm here for, they should clear it now, because you paid.
Oh, so your case should be dismissed? Okay, so here's how I handled that, okay? From a technical perspective, you are absolutely right, okay? However, also, you may have, if you want to talk to an attorney, you may have counterclaims to what you paid. You got it? So it may be that, and I'm not saying that any of this is true, I'm just saying it may be that you paid too much based upon what the condition of the premises were. That makes sense to you? I'm being very careful in what I say, but I'm not dismissing anything at this point in time. I think it's best that you talk to a lawyer about that particular issue. Okay, and then you can make your decision about what you want to do. Okay.
Okay, we did have two that we were prepared to dismiss today.
Yes, and there have been some dismissals, I think, between the time that the other ones, and I've just not entered any dismissals because I was unsure as to the status. Okay. Any other questions from anybody? No. What do we have available?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I got somebody. Yes, ma'am. Your name?
Hi, Your Honor. Kiera Anderson with Anderson.
With who?
I got Marlon Anderson. You have a case.
Okay, yes, ma'am. You had a question.
Yes, how are you today? So our question was, we were there in the last year when everything started, and you told us to fill out answer. We did, but Marlon, the one who moved to California, so he has moved out of the apartment. And what we got a letter saying that he needed to show up in court so he wouldn't get a judgment against him, but he had moved out the residence. So we just want to know like what to do in this sense. He was owing rent, but we did file an answer with everything of all the issues and why rent was not being paid. But he moved out of that unit because the was trying the lease because of all the issues that was going on. We still haven't issues even with mail that he was supposed to receive and he hasn't received it. He haven't had a mailbox key since August, and they told him there's nothing they can do about it. So he's been resigning.
Ma'am. Couple of things. I can't answer the specifics of your questions at this point in time. What I will do is we will find a way to those that are part of Arbor One or Arbor One West who are in the Zoom or are appearing via Zoom. We're going to find a way to, you guys need to sign into my Zoom room because then when we're going to send you to Courtroom A and make that available for you. If you sign into Zoom, we will put you guys as well as anybody from Arbor One into a breakout and they can hear your whole thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right, ma'am. So just hang on the line. What's happening is I'm making space available at the courthouse for legal services to talk to the tenants. That will be done. Those of you that are appearing on Zoom, momentarily, we will send you to a breakout room with the attorneys, and you'll be able to hear the whole presentation and presumably participate. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You just want to ask me a question. No, go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
If I'm cool to be represented by legal aid, is there like somewhere I can afford my own representation? Would it be better if I did that and you have a list of maybe some?
Well, okay, I'll answer your last question. I do not have a list.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm not gonna say it's better, worse to for any of that. I think all of the attorneys, certainly at legal services, as well as the attorneys, the supervising attorneys at the Michigan Clinical Law Program, and then the student attorneys that would be operating under them, they're all very well qualified, very well versed in the area. So I don't know that it's any advantage, or you can go out and you can pay for an attorney. I don't. You get what you get, right? Thank you. That's an uncomfortable question. Who's better? No, that's okay. All right. Anyone else? Oh, yes, sir.
So I paid in the escrow already, I'm good for this month.
Did you pay in the court escrow?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you'd be good for this month.
You paid another 2/3 of last week.
Pardon?
You paid another 2/3 of what you could,
When were you here before?
the 27th.
Of December? And so I think at that time I ordered you pay rent into escrow starting in January. So you complied with what I'm ordering today. You more than complied with the first part of that order. Okay. Anyone else? You again? Okay, go ahead. You only get one question. No, go ahead.
So I got a letter from them.
From who?
From R1. I've actually gotten several letters from them about my animal. But it was dated December 19th, and they told me I had 7 days to get my animal out of my house. I just wanted to put it on record that my animal is out of my house and has not been there.
Okay, I understand why you may want to put that on record. I have no idea what that's about.
Okay.
Not going to ask what it's about at this point in time because I'm not going to be able to retain it nor deal with it.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, so folks, if what you do is head down, yes, ma'am.
It moved out in October due to like all the things happening, so we haven't been looking there. And I just got notice of this Tuesday about the hearing. Do I have to pay escrow or I have no idea what's going on?
You are out of the premises.
Yes, sir.
If you're not there, I'm not going to hold you. There'll be no penalty for you not paying escrow because you're not there. But did you surrender keys?
Yes, sir. They have keys.
Okay. Is that one of the dismissals? Ma'am, please don't interrupt. Thank you. Do this, ma'am. When you get down to courtroom A, address that to legal services so they can direct you as to what to do. And we have a firm track on what you're trying to tell me about that. Okay? Appreciate it. Anyone else? No? All right. You'll go down the hallway. When you leave here, you'll go to your left. It's not the next courtroom, but the next courtroom down. I think, is it open?
I just called it.
Okay, so the courtroom's open. Go in there, and we'll make sure it's all set. Okay, folks, thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.